to Berry Fort at Nkorodu, and here we are in Sadios Estate with Mr. James. So what do you have to say about this estate?
Man, I'm really excited. This is just what I wanted.
Awesome.
You are giving me what I wanted. I'm very happy. Thank you very much for this.
Well, you said something that you prefer this Sadios to Berry. Why?
I prefer this place. The thing is that I believe that this place will be better planned.
Okay.
You will have more better amenities than that estate. I'm not saying that place is not good, but I think this is better.
This is where the money is.
There is money now. You want to compare Gusape with Kurudu?
This is where the money is.
Thank you
And
very
even
much.
for me, for the first time, even coming here, I mean, I'm seeing the phase one. I saw top people there. I'm seeing you, bananas, big bananas place, and I'm seeing, so many awesome landmarks. I saw Koza. I saw a lot of landmarks, and the topography of this place too speaks volume. I mean, these are places that you look at and you just want to build something really nice for either residential or commercial, or even land banking. So this is actually, like you said, Mr. Noso, this is it. This is where the money is. So places like this, you don't wait. Basically, you don't wait to buy. You want to be like me, Mr. Noso. If I'm you, self, I buy like an acre and just buy acre like or 2 acres. As regards that, it will interest you to know that there are flexible payment plan. You can make down payments. Awesome. So you can make down payments. Spread balance across the period of time. So reach out and let's help you. So you can hear it from a client who already has an investment here. So you want to be like Mr. Noso and get as many as you can. The best time, I used to tell people, the best time to buy property is when it's not fully developed. Like the Guzape one now, that everywhere is fully developed and you're selling for 300 million or 150, right? You have an opportunity to buy at, what's the current price now?
Current price is 50 million.
Okay,
and 50. The chairman is for 40 million.
Great. So you have a whooping 10 million discount, at this point in time. And I can tell you for a fact, if this place for the next 1 year, you won't be selling anything less than 100 to 150 million here. So you don't want to wait. You want to call now and make more inquiries and secure your plots as much as possible, like Mr. Not so. So any final words for
Invest now. Because I know how much I bought this place and it's already 50 million. So invest now. Don't wait for tomorrow. Do it now.
All right. So you heard from Mr. Son. So call the number and get as many plots as possible. See you. So we have with me here Mr. Kainde, who is a prospect who saw adverts and has come to site to see things for himself. So Mr. Kainde, very quickly, you've seen the site, you've gone through our buildings are almost completed and the ones that is completed. What's your take? What do you feel about Jasper Estate?
I'm so happy for what I see here. I think it's very nice. I order of my friend and my colleague that they can come here and invest. There's a good location. This place is okay and it's very nice.
Mr. Kainde, thank you. I hope you are still making your commitments today or between now and Monday. Awesome. So any advice to investors, like prospective investors like you, you are here on site?
Yes,
okay, so any message to them, as regards taking advantage of the discounted offer currently going on?
Discount is fine. Yeah. So more people can come and achieve this. I can say, okay, let me take like 2-3 units. I think it's very fine. The advantage is okay.
So you heard from Mr. Kaide, who is also who is a prospect about to take his units today. So what are you waiting for? You don't wait to buy property. You buy property and wait. Take advantage and smile tomorrow. Thank you.
That's Wonderful, wonderful, wonderful. Thank you so much, IT. Thank you. Welcome, 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 everyone. It's so good to be here. Welcome, welcome. I see everyone joining now. It's exactly 4:01 p.m. West African time from my location. You're welcome. Welcome. This is the March edition of GTextland Investors Meeting. This is a very, very important event, and we're glad to have you join us. You'll be wondering who is speaking. My name is Olufemi Shola. I'm a senior wealth advisor with GTextland, a subsidiary of GText Holdings. And I'm going to be your co-moderator for today. I have with me a wonderful gentleman. Kindly introduce yourself, sir. You're welcome.
Okay, hello, hi there, my people, how are you doing? You're welcome to our webinar for the end of this month. It's going to be a great time together. We are here to get ourselves familiarized with what our company stands for. You know, this is going to be like a family meeting of GText investors and the company as a whole. You'll be getting to know a lot of things about us today. So today, I see a lot of people that are already joining us. I would like you to introduce yourselves and where you are coming from, where you are calling us from.
Beautiful, beautiful.
I see that we have
Mr.
a couple of.
Hello, sir. Yeah. I think our listeners and viewers would like to get to know you. Your name. I think you missed
it. Okay. Sorry about that. My name is Onifade Olalekan. I'm the senior sales executive of GTextland, and we'll be having a great time together here. And I believe that this time is going to be a wonderful time where we rub minds together. We are going to be having a heart-to-heart discussion about our investment and about our company. Thank you very much, Mr. Shola, for that reminder. So as I was saying, we have a couple of people here that are already online. So I would like you to tell us your name and where you are calling from. Abase Akpabio Amuleya Olines. Please let us know you, where you are calling from, and who you are. Just give us a brief introduction of yourselves. Thank you.
Fantastic. Thank you so much, Mr. Lekon. So glad to have you, host this event together with me today. It's going to be a very wonderful one. I can feel the energy in the house already. So I see, let's use the chat box. Like Mr. Lekon has said, kindly tell us your name and where you're joining us from. If you're joining us from the UK, if you're joining us from Canada, I see Omolola joining us from Canada. Omolola, you're welcome. You're welcome. I see, oh, wow, Uchechiku Paul from Nigeria. Mr. Paul, where are you joining us from Nigeria? Where in Nigeria are you joining us from? I see Mr. Abbas from Lagos. Thank you so much, Mr. Abbas. Good to have you here. Oh, Mr. Paul is joining us from Abuja. I see Maria Gorati joining us from Texas. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. You are welcome. Let's have more of these entries coming. And now the reason for this is that we want to, get to know ourselves and also get to recognize your presence here. We don't take your, coming to join us for this webinar for granted. We honor you and we celebrate you. Yes, indeed. Let's have more of that coming. We have some time to recognize all of our guests this evening. And yes, I see Faith Happiness from Lagos, Nigeria. Beautiful. Madam Faith, you're welcome. You're welcome. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Mr. Onifade, you have anything you want to add?
Yes, I just see the atmosphere is already getting charged, and then I believe we are going to have a great time here. Lawrence Omoni is also joining us from Lagos. Olawale from Shagamu. I believe it's going to be a great time. So
Yes,
the
yes,
atmosphere is
indeed.
charged already.
Yes, indeed. As you join us, please share your name with us and where you're joining us from, and we promise to recognize you on the platform. We are streaming live on Facebook. It interests you to know also that this webinar is also going to be recorded. We are also on a live recording for this very great event happening at this time. So your engagement is needed. It's going to be a very interactive one. But before we go ahead, I would like to have our IT support play a video recap of our last investors meeting that happened in the month of February. IT, over to you.
In our recent investors meeting titled Land Ownership Rights and Governor's Revocation Power in Nigeria, we delved into the complexities of land ownership laws, exploring the rights of landowners and the authority governors hold in revoking land titles. It was an insightful session that provided clarity on critical legal frameworks and their impact on investment decisions in the country. Now we are excited to announce our next meeting on acquisition of land by foreigners in Nigeria, taking place on Friday, 28th March, 2025. This session will focus on the regulations governing foreign land ownership, key challenges, and opportunities for international investors in Nigeria's real estate market. Register now to secure your spot and gain valuable insights at www.gtextland.com/investors meeting.
Thank you so much, IT support. We appreciate you. Thank you so much. So from here, but before we go ahead, we would like to share our goals as our goal as a subsidiary, what we stand for, our mission statement, and our vision as well. What's the goal of GTextland? You've been hearing about GTextland, GTextland, GTextland. So we're here to, as part of this meeting, to share exactly the goal we've set for ourselves as a company, our mission statement, and our vision. As an investor, you're also a partner, you're a family, right, with us. And on occasions like this, we need to refresh our minds on exactly where are we headed to. What does the future have for us? And what's our vision in order to be able to meet up with our goal? Now, but before that, I also still like to recognize the presence of everyone that has joined this meeting. If you know you've not shared your name with us, we will appreciate if you do that. Kindly tell us your name and where you're joining us from, and we promise to recognize you. We promise to recognize you. So I'll go ahead to thank you very much. I see the positive feedback. I see the energy. I see the emojis. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. We catch it. We appreciate you as well. Now, straight to the goal of GTextland. What do we stand for? What's our goal as a company? Now, the goal of GTextland is to own over 200 estates in Nigeria with over 25,000 luxury service plots sold out by the year 2035. I repeat, the goal of GTextland, a subsidiary of GText Holdings, is to own over 200 estates with over 25,000 luxury service plots sold out by the year 2035. Now, that's our prime goal. Now, our mission statement is to help out investors like yourself across various continents of the world, including Europe, including Africa, all of Africa, including Asia, including other continents of the world, the North America, Southern America, build wealth through land banking using innovation and technology. I repeat, our mission statement is to help out investors like yourself across various continents of the world build wealth through land banking using the best of innovation and technology. And in order to achieve this mission, we've set for ourselves a vision to be the largest seller of luxury service plots. So when you hear of GTextland, you remember luxury. GTextland, now we have a mantra. We say GTextland, the Rolls Royce of land banking. The Rolls Royce of land banking. And we believe with your contribution and from meetings like this, we'll be able to achieve this set goal we've set for ourselves before that time. So thank you very much once again for joining us. Over to you, Mr. Lekon.
Thank you very much, Mr. Shola, for that great share with us. Right now, we are going straight to the purpose of this webinar of today. What is our purpose of gathering every month to ensure that, to facilitate this kind of a webinar? Why do we always do this? The purpose is to enlighten every of our stakeholders of everything that is going on in our company. I want to describe this as a family meeting between GText and every of our partners, investors globally, where we can rub minds together, where we can have heart-to-heart discussion. What are the things that's bothering you, or what are the things that you feel you need to share with us? Questions that is in your mind that you've not had the opportunity to ask. This is a platform for you to come ahead and ask questions and for you to receive adequate answers. And also, we do this to get ourselves informed so that we can take informed decisions. We want everybody, both our staff and every of our investors, to be well informed of the ongoing things around us in your various investment with us. You know, we want you to be informed. That's why we gather every time to hold this kind of a meeting. And we invite professionals to come and educate us so that we can be well educated, informed, and and at the end of the day, inspired to take positive actions. So right now, we want this section to be very interactive. We want everybody to participate. We don't just want to be feeding you with information. We want you to contribute. If you have questions, you have things to contribute, please put it on the question and answer page. I mean, the box there, you can make use of that box, that Q&A box. Whatever be the question you want to ask, please drop it there, and we'll be glad to attend to you. We appreciate you once more again. We are glad to have you here, and we promise you that it's going to be a wonderful, wonderful time together. Thank you, Mr. Shola. And right now, we'll be going on to the IT again. They will be playing for us work on site for the videos of Jasper Ibejuleki and Jasper Isheri and Garnet Asokoro 2. So, IT, over to you.
Why IT tries to get us sorted, it will interest you to know that we've been having massive construction work ongoing across various of our site locations in Abuja, in different locations, also in Lagos, and in fact, even in Ogun State. We have massive construction work going on in our Garnet Resort City Estate in Asokoro too. We have massive construction work going on at the same time in our Jasper Estate in Isheri, North in Lagos. We have massive construction work going on even in our estate on pre-launch, about to be launched, yeah. Our Garnet City Estate in Ibejuleki, as well as our Jasper Estate Phase 2, also in Ibejuleki. Now, we just want to show you some highlights of the work, ongoing progress of work we've made so far, so that you can, get the feedback, get the latest updates on this massive construction work going on. IT, over to you. Do you have our videos ready? IT, kindly play the construction video showing the construction work going on at all of our estates. Thank you.
I believe what we're having today is a very, very busy day here at Jasper Gardenia. You won't believe it. I'm privileged to have my chairman, Dr. Stephen Akintayo, look at the activities that we're having.
We're actually working on our internal roads. So what we're doing here is trying to map out, right, the internal roads, right. We have our surveyor on site, as you can see them, right. They're mapping out. As they're mapping out, we are grading at the same time, right. So what we're going to do is, after the grading, we're going to set curbs on every side, on both sides of the road, so just to make the road motorable. We are doing setting out to show the road layout. So we are trying to do pegging out now. So after that one, we do the level of the road.
We are doing the road leveling, right? We are doing all our internal roads. There's a payloader, we are work going on site, there's a surveyor to look at the road level. We're working on the pegging, we're doing a major road. And what is this for? It's in anticipation of the March 15th event we're having. We're naming the entrance into this estate called Dr. Cosmos Madukale. Not only that, we're also launching a golf range. And finally, launching the full road network into Jasper Gardenia. We're just selling houses here. But if you have not bought into our houses, it is not too late. There's an offer for you today. Just 25 million, you can make your deposit and spread your payments for 2 years. Now, the beautiful news is that phase 1 was fully sold out as early as 2020, right? At 2022, we're done selling all the land in this estate. There's now phase 2. Now, we are selling phase 2 for the same price we ended phase 1, which is 50 million. For you that is watching this video today, you have an opportunity to buy at the rate of 40 million per plot, right? You can make your deposit and spread your payment within payments. So what are you waiting for today? Take advantage of that action.
The construction of the gatehouse at Jasper Smart City Isheri is progressing smoothly as we work towards creating a modern and welcoming entry point for residents and visitors. The project features a sleek, contemporary design that aligns with the city's innovative vision, incorporating cutting-edge materials and architectural elements. Currently, on-site construction includes foundational work, structural setup, and the installation of essential utilities. The team is diligently working to meet project milestones, ensuring the gatehouse will be ready to complement the development of Jasper Smart City Isheri as a model of modern living. With each step, we are confident that this will mark a key milestone in the community's growth, contributing to its dynamic and forward-thinking environment.
All right. Thank you so much, IT support, for that. So you could see for yourself the amount of value we bring, just like we are known for. A promise made is a promise kept, and a promise kept is a promise delivered. We're delivering massively on promises of you're not just getting any plot of land, you're actually investing in a luxury service estate. A luxury service estate. Now, I think at this time we've come to the major event, the moment that matters. I would like to bring to the mic now our guest speaker. Um, but before our guest speaker comes up, we would like to first of all introduce her so that you at least you have a sound knowledge of her background and what she stands for. Now, our guest speaker for today would be none other than Barrister Esther Onoba. Barrister Esther Onoba. She's the company secretary for GText Holdings. Please, thank you very much, Mr. Leko. Please, let me see your reactions. If you are happy to have her, come teach us, sound knowledge about the illegal analysis of land acquisition by foreigners in Nigeria. That's the topic she'll be teaching on today. Land acquisition by foreigners in Nigeria, illegal analysis. Land acquisition by foreigners in Nigeria, illegal analysis. Barrister Esther Onoba serves as the company secretary at GText Holdings, a leading real estate company. You know that. As an evolving legal professional, Madam Esther brings a wealth of expertise in real estate law, in corporate law, and commercial law as well, and also corporate governance, with a proven track record of advising top-tier clients on complex legal matters. Madam Esther's journey in the legal field is defined by her exceptional ability to navigate the nuances of real estate transactions, property development, corporate structuring, and commercial negotiations. As a strategic legal partner, she's played a pivotal role in driving successful real estate projects, ensuring compliance with regulatory requirements, and mitigating legal risks. Now, her profound understanding of corporate law has empowered her to offer astute counsel on varying issues, strengthening the legal foundation of the businesses she served, especially like ours. Madam Esther is also known for her attention to detail and with exceptional negotiation skills and a dedication, to fostering long-term business relationships while safeguarding clients' legal interests. She's a member of the Institute of Chartered Mediators and Counselors, Conciliators in Nigeria. She also brings a unique perspective to conflict resolution and dispute management. Her commitment to excellence, coupled with her ability to advise at the intersection of law and business strategy, has solidified her as a trusted leader in the legal and real estate sector. With this, I would like us to, with so much energy and zest, let's welcome our resource person for today, Madam Barrister Esther Onoba. Please use the emoji, use your best reaction emoji to welcome Barrister Esther as she joins us live today. Madam Esther, you're welcome. So glad to have you join us.
Wow, wow, wow. Thank you so much. I didn't know you were talking about me.
You deserve it, ma. You're welcome. Thank you for honoring our invitation.
Thank you. Good evening, everyone.
You're welcome.
Today we'll be talking about foreign ownership in Nigeria, and we'll be delving into the legal analysis of this. And without wasting much time, can we just go into the business of today? Please, can you display my slide?
IT? I think the slides should come up now. Thank you.
Okay, thank you. So we'll be looking at acquisition of land by foreigners in Nigeria, and then we'll be taking a look at the legal analysis, taking an in-depth look at the framework governing land acquisition by foreigners in Nigeria. Well, generally, land is a very vital resource for economic and social development. Wherever you are, wherever you find yourself, land, real estate, it's hard investment. And Nigeria operates a land tenure system that combines customary, statutory, and common law. What this means in essence is that before, let's say, pre-colonial, post-independence, let's take it colonial and post-independent, most of our laws were governed by English law. That's what we talk about common law, statutory law. That's the laws of the state or the locality that you find yourself. Now, post-independence, we now have the Land Use Act of 1978. Now, this act, just stop here. Okay, yeah. So the Land Use Act of 1978, it significantly changed land ownership system in Nigeria. Now, first and foremost, one recognizable and very distinct, how would I put it now? What this act stands for is that all the lands in Nigeria are vested in the state government, is vested in the government. So now what this means is that the government will now give you right to own this land, to acquire this land. So it means that however you purchase the land, customarily, you will still have one way or the other to require the consent of the governor. Now, the act grants ownership of land in urban and rural areas to the state governor. Now, individuals can acquire land through leasehold, but the land technically belongs to the state. So that's why you can have, instances where the state can acquire your land for overriding public interest because the state primarily is the owner of the land. Now, constitutionally, Section 44 of the Nigerian Constitution protects the land of property owners. It protects our rights. That's why it recognizes the rights of the owners of the land, and it also protects this land. That's why Section 44 provides that whatever way, if the government is, acquiring your land for whatever reasons, for public purpose or whatever, you have the right to receive fair and adequate compensation. Now, for foreigners in Nigeria, we have various laws governing, foreigners coming to do business in Nigeria. We have the Nigerian Investment Promotion Act. Now, this act means that where foreign direct investment is coming into the country, or foreigners are registering businesses in Nigeria, they must go through the NIPC, they must be register foreign technology, register investment, whatever way. Now, indirectly, when foreigners are coming into the country to do business, ordinarily, that business, even if run by a foreigner, is a Nigerian entity. Now, what this means is that as a foreigner running business in Nigeria, you can acquire property directly under the name of your company, because the Land Use Act states that foreigners are not allowed to directly own land in Nigeria, but they may acquire a lease for up to 99 years. Now, what this means is, even if they cannot, like a Nigerian, buy land, register it, and all of that, they can, they can ask for the consent of the governor to acquire, so it will still be like the government, like I said earlier, all the lands in Nigeria are vested in the government. So it will be that the government is giving out this land to you. You can purchase this land from whoever, but it must be prior to the consent of the governor as a foreigner. Now, foreigners can acquire land only for specific purposes, such as business development, industrial development, agriculture, but they must go through a legal process and get government approval. So in essence, even if the law says that foreigners are not allowed to own land directly, but there are still ways around this, mean that they must go through a legal process to be certified landowners in Nigeria. Next slide, please. So the conditions for foreigners acquiring land in Nigeria, foreigners can enter into leasehold agreements with the government. So that is where you apply to the government to say, oh, I'm about to purchase this land. Please give me your consent to acquire this land for you. And then subject to the approval and discretion of the government, it is now released to the foreigner for a certified number of years. Just like, as a Nigerian purchasing land, and then you're going to going to do your documents for your CFO, and then the land is given to you for like 99 years, subject to fulfilling certain terms and conditions. Same way, the foreigner, but for the foreigner, the approval is gotten before the purchase of the land. So the lease term will be approved by the state government, and they may include conditions. Maybe if it's for the land is given to them for business objective, maybe to impact the community, or for whatever reason which the land is being allocated to them for. Also, okay, like I mentioned earlier, for the NIPC, that's the Nigerian Investment Promotion Council, foreigners who come into Nigeria to do business are given an investment certificate. So this certificate would, certify them to run whatever business, get whatever permits, get whatever approval, own whatever properties in Nigeria as business owners. Now, another way they can acquire land is through joint ventures with Nigerian citizens. So foreign investors may partner with Nigerian nationals or companies for land acquisition, which is common. So most times a foreigner would, say, oh, I want to run this business with you. And then they would, as a Nigerian, come together as a joint venture or partnership, and then acquire whatever properties or ownerships together. Next slide, please. Okay. Actually, foreigners acquiring property in Nigeria is actually a very interesting topic that has caused a lot of debates from time immemorial till now. One of the key legal precedents is the case of Hubner and versus AIE and PMCO Limited, where the Supreme Court held that the Land Use Act did not repeal any pre-existing law. So now let me give a breakdown to this interesting case. Because prior to the enactment of the Land Use Act in 1978, there were regional laws, like I said earlier. There were regional laws that restricted acquisitions of native lands by foreigners. Now, among such laws were the Land Tenure Law of Northern Nigeria, acquisition of lands by alien law, and then of different states. So we have acquisition of land by alien law of Lagos State, acquisition of land by alien law, Ogun State. So we have various states that enacted their laws of land acquisition by aliens. By aliens, I mean foreigners. It means that they are not native of Nigeria. So we also had various other state laws. Now, these laws were actually designed to limit the interest of foreigners to acquire land. So, as Nigerians, we like to protect our own. We didn't want it to be that foreigners would come in and be able to, freely just, take up lands, acquire lands however they wish. So that's why these laws were actually put in place to restrict ownership of lands by foreigners. Now, when the Land Use Act was enacted and invested the land in the government of the state to hold as trust for Nigerian citizens. So it means that the government is just holding land as trust. Land, actually, we Nigerians are actually the owners of our land, if you understand what I mean. But the government is holding it in trust for us. It means that either indirectly, even though we own the land, it just kind of makes them have the power to just give us some form of, how would I just say, to get some form of incentives from we for using the land. Yes. So back to the facts of the case. The foreigner in question was a German, and then he was based in Kaduna State. And then in sometime in 1975, on the permission of the Emir of Zaria, he negotiated to purchase about 70 hectares of land. Now, during the final stage of the negotiation in just hold on a bit. Let me just finish so that before I explain the key distinct rules of this of this case. So now, in 1986, when he was appointed managing director of this AIE and PM Co Limited, being a foreigner, he was advised by the company that he should just acquire the land in the name of the company. Like I said, owning a company in Nigeria, even as a foreigner, that company is a Nigerian entity. So he was advised that he should just buy the land in the name of the company, and he now went ahead with it. But he did not buy the land with company's funds. He bought that land with his own money, and he paid in full. Now, because it was unlawful to just hold interest as a foreigner, he acquired that land using his own funds, but in the name of the company. Now, when he was about leaving the position of managing director, he instructed the company that they should transfer the legal title to the land back to him, back to his company. So he was, how would I put it now? He was working as a managing director. As at that time, he didn't have his own company. He was working as a managing director in a Nigerian company. And being a foreigner and the restrictions with owning land as a foreigner, he bought the land in the name of the company he was working for. Now, when he was leaving that company to run his own company, he asked the company he was working for to transfer the land to his new company. And then the company refused. And then they went to court. Now, the issue was that the issue, because the certificate of occupancy was issued in the name of the company he was working for and all of that around it. So it came up, the issues for discussion came up as to whether a foreigner would directly own land in Nigeria. And then the Supreme Court held that the foreigner was not qualified without adequate approval to hold interest in land in Nigeria. And then, even though it was discovered along the line that the funds was with his own personal funds, the Supreme Court said, sorry, I'm looking for that section right now, that any person, as used in section 5, 6, and 36 of the Land Use Act, were to be interpreted to mean Nigerians, because the Land Use Act expressly stated that Nigerians were its beneficiaries. As a result, a foreigner could neither apply nor receive a statutory grant. So the way a Nigerian will apply for C of O, a foreigner do not have that right to directly apply for C of O. Now, however, the same Land Use Act I'm trying to get the appropriate section. Okay. Okay, I think it will be somewhere in my slide. But however, the same Land Use Act recognizes the National Council to be able to make laws that can actually consider the rights of foreigners to own land. So this is actually a two-way thing. I won't say it's expressly a no, they're foreigners, but subject to going through the requisite process, a foreigner can. So let's go back up a bit. Okay. Okay, like I said, key cases and precedents. Prior to the enactment of the Land Use Act, there are regional laws. Okay, please go up a bit. I've talked about this. IT, please scroll up a bit. Okay, let's stop here. Okay, the control of foreign ownership of landed property in Nigeria is actually regulated by the acquisition of lands by alien laws of respective states, while the ownership of land generally is regulated by the Land Use Act of 1978. The Lagos state law, for example, does not prohibit. So like I said, we have state laws. In Lagos state, for instance, the law does not prohibit foreigners from acquiring land in total. However, the law only limits the interest of foreigners to land to leaseholds, subject to a written consent of the governor. Now, actually, this conflicts with the totalitarian approach taken by the Supreme Court in the case I just mentioned, concluding that foreigners cannot legally acquire an interest in land. And at the same time, it upholds the validity of other laws. So leasehold, however short the duration is a legal interest in land. So you can, no matter how short the governor gives them consent, they actually have a legal interest in the land and they can own, that land for the time being. Now, Section 46 of the Land Use Act empowers, okay, yes, this was the section I was looking for. Section 46 of the Land Use Act empowers the National Council of State to, among other things, make regulations for the transfer by assignment or otherwise, however, of any right of occupancy, whether statutory or customary, including the conditions applicable to the transfer of such rights to persons who are not Nigerians. The effect of this section is that though the Land Use Act was made for the benefit of Nigerians, the Act still contemplates the interest of foreigners. So how can foreigners acquire land in Nigeria? In Lagos State, the acquisition of land by alien law limits the acquisition of interest in land except it is approved in writing to the governor. So you have a foreigner who wants to purchase land. What you will do now is you have the land he wants to purchase and all of this, all due diligence and all is in place. You would write to the governor through the commissioner of land and say, I want to purchase this land for whatever reason. Please grant me approval to purchase. So how to apply? An application for written approval of the state governor will be made in the prescribed form set out in Schedule of the Acquisition of Land by Alien Law. The said application will be submitted to the Commissioner of Land for the state for approval, and then the application shall be accompanied by a treasury receipt. So you would have to pay for that approval. Treasury receipts showing the payment of the prescribed fee, however, whatever it may be. And then it is important to, however, note that it is within the discretionary power of the governor to grant the written approval. So, unlike a Nigerian who will purchase land, then after purchasing, you will now go and ask for governor's consent. For a foreigner, you will first ask for governor's consent before you now purchase the land. So you can see the diversity of purchase by a Nigerian or a foreigner. For Nigerians, we will first purchase, do everything, and then we'll now ask for governor's consent. But for a foreigner, you would ask for the governor's consent, it will be given to you, and then you can now go ahead to purchase. Next slide, please. Okay, so in conclusion, foreigners may, however, derive an indirect interest under the Land Use Act using the provisions of the Company and Allied Matters Act. So if they do not want to go through this whole stress of asking for governor's consent before purchasing, they can just do it under the instrument of running a legal entity in Nigeria, register a company, and purchase the land under the name of the company. Now, the company would qualify as a Nigerian to occupy. Sorry. Okay, now they can do this under the instrument of the Company and Allied Matters Act. The company will qualify as a Nigerian to apply for the grant of occupancy, and then the company would ordinarily have the powers to acquire or transfer interest in land, however, whatever way, and then this has to be expressly provided in the memorandum of the an association of the company. So the MEMAT of the company will state that this company will be able to acquire whichever land, hold whatever interest, and be able to transfer this land without restriction. Then secondly, foreigners can acquire land in Nigeria, but under specific conditions. So if they don't want to go through the route of the company registration, they can go through specific conditions as stipulated by the government. Although we can all agree that this legal framework for foreigners acquiring land in Nigeria has its own challenges, but then there are opportunities for growth and development. Nigeria as a country recognizes the input of foreign direct investment. So it's even though this law is made to protect Nigerians, but this content is actually very doable, because Nigeria looks forward to opportunities for growth and development by foreigners engaging in the economic affairs of this country. For example, I think recently I saw over the news that foreigners can now get citizenship by investment. So if a foreigner comes into Nigeria and invests a specific amount of funds in the economy, they are naturally granted citizenship. Well, that's a good innovation, and so that would, to an extent, kind of limit the application of this ownership of lands by foreigners. However, we also know that there may be need over time for reforms to attract more foreign investments while safeguarding our local interests. So if you actually come out plain and speak to some foreigners about this, we all agree that there may be some form of drawback, but we hope that legally there would be some form of reforms to attract foreign investments in Nigeria. I believe this is all for my slides. Thank you very much. I'm open to whatever form of questions that anyone here may have. Thank you.
Wow. Come on, let's put our hands together, those emoji, to appreciate our guest speaker. Let's quickly write, I got value. If you have been informed, if you have been, adequately informed, let's show appreciation by, clicking on that emoji, to appreciate her so much. Thank you so much, Barrister. We are so blessed and highly informed. We really appreciate you. So it's our time. Yes, thank you, Mr. Olufemi Shola. Yes, thank you. God value. It's our time for questions and answers. And then if you have questions, you still have the opportunity to drop your questions so that our barrister can attend to them. We have been adequately informed. The best way to get the best out of this kind of a meeting is to ask questions. People that ask questions always get a headway. It's a big opportunity to have her to come around, spend this quality time with us, informing us. So we need to seize the moment by asking questions. So the opportunity is given to us to do that as the IT prepares to share testimonial videos with us. We're still waiting for questions so that our guest speaker can give us adequate answers. Thank you so much. Thank you for the emoji. We got value. We appreciate our guest speaker. We had a great time. We are highly informed. So, Mr. Shola, you want to say something?
Yes. I would like to first of all appreciate resource person this evening. I got so much value. Certain things I never knew before now. She just said them here, and wow. I would like to encourage the audience, wherever you're watching us from, kindly share whatever contents or questions you have using the Q&A box or the chat box. Also comment if you know you got value. Kindly type I got value, I got value, I got value. I got value, I got value, I got value. Barrister Esther, I would like to ask, I'm just curious. You made mention of a part of the law that states that, because I was jotting down while you were teaching, you said foreigners have to first apply for governor's consent using the 3 steps you mentioned before going ahead to acquire land. Why the opposite is the case for citizens of the country. Can you expand more on that and the reason why?
Okay, thank you. The reason why is because ordinarily foreigners cannot hold legal interest in land. If you look at it on the face of the law, the Land Use Act created the law for Nigerian citizens to own land. You understand? So, but for foreigners, we cannot completely shut out the place of foreigners in the economy of any nation. Now, since the law says the Land Use Act is created for Nigerians, but it's made exceptions to how foreigners can actually come into the country and acquire interest in land. So it didn't even though it expressly states that foreigners cannot legally, apply for a grant of statutory right of ownership. But however, on the consent of the governor, they can hold interest in land. So that is why they have to first of all apply and get this consent before they can hold interest in land. Unlike Nigerians, the land belongs to us, but it is held in trust for us by the government. So when we do our own transfer, we will now go and meet the governor and say, oh, my interest in land, though, I have transferred it to this person. Please, government, be aware of this land transaction. And then the governor will now stamp and say, I am aware that this land no longer belongs to Mr. A, belongs to Mr. B. But for a foreigner, the governor will say, I am aware that Mr. A wants to buy land in Nigeria, and I give my consent for him to hold this interest in land, and he stamps. So that is the difference.
Wow. In fact, I've grown up. I've become more enlarged. Yes,
Exactly.
yes, yes, Mr.
Exactly.
Lekon. This is
highly,
new and
highly,
this is top notch.
it's eye opening. It's eye opening.
Yes.
Also, she mentioned something that the foreigners can either get land by through a company, through ownership of a company, or through partnership. And are those just the two ways of getting land by foreigners?
No, I actually mentioned three ways. It could be through the instrument of a company. They can, register a company, which would be a Nigerian entity, and purchase the land in the name of that company. Secondly, they can partner with a Nigerian to purchase that land. You know that must be on trust, and then there must be written agreement, a joint venture, and all of that to that effect. Thirdly, they can now, if they want to get it directly in their own name without having to do any of this, then they would now just say, oh, why not? I want this land for myself. And then they will apply to the government, pay the requisite fee. They already have the land they want to buy. Say, oh, government, I want to buy Jasper Gardenia. This is the plot. Please grant me approval. I want to use it for certain purpose. I'm a foreigner. And then the governor will stamp and say, yes, go ahead. And then so they have their approval, and then they can come to you and buy however, how many plots of land they want to buy from you. So that's the difference.
Wow, thank you.
Wow.
Thank you. Thank you so much,
Stuff. Thank you so much, Barrister Esther. I see a question from one Mr. Omoruyi from Atlanta. He's asking, now you mentioned about the third, I think he's referring to what you just said last, the third way through which a foreigner can acquire land in Nigeria, that is through their own name. And I know, and he's saying, what do you mean exactly by leasehold? Leasehold.
Okay.
Yeah.
Leasehold. For example, if you get a certificate of occupancy, it's just like a lease. The government is leasing that land to you for 99 years. And after that 99 years, that land, if you do not pay your ground rent, whatever speculations the government is requiring from you, that land can be taken away from you. It can revert back. So it's just like a lease given to you by the government. Now, same way, this land is, when it's released to you, it's just recognized as a lease. So the government is leasing this land to, even though you're the owner, but it's recognized as a lease. We have leasehold and we have freehold. Now, freehold is when you hold the land without any restrictions, nothing at all. But leasehold means that this land is given to you whichever way. You understand? So that's what it means, that this land will be given in form of a lease. So a leasehold, you can have this land for 99 years. After 99 years, if you do not, you understand, this land can revert back. Whichever condition is given, like I said, is discretionary. The right to approve that is discretionary. So however way, it may or may not. But in Nigeria, rarely that's why I said the law still recognizes the rights of landowners, whichever way. So even you would have some windows to redeem your land, whatever, is when you as the landowner is nonchalant to a lot of rules, a lot of regulations, and non-compliant. That's when most of the time your land is taken away from you. Exactly.
Oh wow. That's this is so much value. This is value packed. This is beyond what we planned, for this auspicious event. So please let's appreciate Barrister Esther once again. We can't thank you enough for honoring our invitation to come share with us some of this very insightful knowledge as you've done this evening. We're glad to have you, and we say thank you, thank you, thank you. So before from here, we would like to share, just like Barrister Esther has mentioned, we have a lot of investors, even from the diaspora. There are also friends with foreigners, for which this topic was specially curated for land acquisition by foreigners in Nigeria, illegal analysis. So before we go to sharing what we've got for you this evening, we would like IT support to share some of our clients, testimonials, get to hear some of our clients share their experiences with doing business with us, and how they've been able to experience true satisfaction by associating with us. So IT, I would like to have you, if you have the videos ready, you can quickly share them. Some client testimonials, live and direct. Thank you very much.
Yeah. What do you have to say what you've seen outside the estate before coming?
Yeah, well, I know that if you want to invest, because I'm investing, I don't know about the goal for other people. If you want to invest, this is a place to invest. I'm looking at the structures in place, and the plan in place for Ibejuleki as a whole, and I'm saying that in the next 2-3 years, it's going to blow up. There are a lot of things that, like the Dangote refinery, the seaport, the road is starred already. So that's what I'm looking at.
While we're coming in the car, you asked me a very thick and important question. He said that apart from the automations and the greenery and all the works that you say you guys are doing, what makes GText stand out from all the other development? Why is it that I can get properties here for 65, 70 and yours is selling for 139, 66? What is that difference? Why did you choose this GText to do investment? Why do you keep coming back to us and telling other people?
Honesty, integrity. That's it. Rest of mind. That's just it. Because I don't live here. I don't live here, and one of the reasons why people don't want to invest in property in Nigeria, especially people in diaspora, is because they are afraid. There's nothing you can tell them. They are afraid. It's not that they don't have the money to put into it. They might see that, people are making money from property investment in Nigeria, but they are not able to find a company that is honest, has integrity, and it says they are truthful. They say it the way it is. I understand that some of your property are not like 500 square meter, but you tell me it's 400. That's what I'm selling to you, and give me the reason why you're selling it that way. And you're not going to show me like this road, Jasper Gardenia, that's connected to the main road. You're not going to tell me that it's tarred, and I come here, it's not tarred. You're not going to tell me that I'm going to get my document, and I'm not going to get my document. You're not going to tell me that, I'm selling you 500. Meanwhile, it's 400. No, so it's not like that. So the peace of mind that is in GText is what attracted me to it, because I'm not here. I don't see it, but it's just the way they said it. That's what GText stands for, right? And that's the selling point for me.
Amazing, 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 amazing. Thank you so much, Haiti. Right now, we are on to the offer of the day. Amazing, amazing time together. We are presenting to you 5 of our estates today, where you're going to enjoy fantastic offers. 5 of our estates, we are bringing them to you to enjoy fantastic offers. Number 1 estate that we'll be offering to you at very, very good discount price today. For today is Garnet City, Ibejuleki. Garnet City, Ibejuleki. Garnet City, Ibejuleki, is amazing. We just had our inspection a couple of days ago there. The kind of work, the video has been played already. The kind of work that is going on there is mind blowing. You want to see the level of development that is going on in that axis. And the offer of the day, the actual price of this estate for outright is 35 million. That's the actual price. And in case you want to buy, you want to pay instrumental, is 40 million. And that spreads between 3 to 6 months. And if you are the big guy, the type that wants to have something to your name, you want to get something in honor of your parents, you can go for the mini estate, and that crashes the price for you. It comes down to 45 million, and that's the actual price. But on the launching day, we have a better price for you for that launch price. The launching day, you are going to pay for outright 25 million. That means you'll be saving 10 million on that particular day. If you are going to buy one plot for Ghana City on the launch day is 25 million. And for installment is 30 million naira. And then for mini estate is 35 million naira. So that means you are saving 10 million naira difference for the launch price on the launch day. But the amazing thing is this flash price. That is for the next 24 hours. If you want to participate in this flash price within 24 hours, you want to key in, you don't want to lose out of this offer, then for outright, you can pay 20 million naira. I think that's amazing. That's amazing.
Let me
20 million naira, the actual value. Yes, please. I mean, let's appreciate GText for that. Let's appreciate GTextland for that. The actual price is 35 million, and then the flash price is 20 million. That means you are gaining 15 million naira. 15 million naira off for you. So I want you to seize that opportunity. And in case you want to buy the mini estate, it's 15 million naira per plot. That means with a 90 million naira, you can have 1 acre to yourself. And name the estate after maybe your parents. That's amazing. And the place is amazing. It has good road network, and it is buy and build, dry land. There's light around that vicinity already. People are already living in that area. So you want to take that opportunity, and the title for that estate is governor's consent. Isn't that amazing? Governor's consent. That's a very strong title for that matter. And then the number 2 offer we have for you is Jasper Smart City to Ibejuleki. Jasper Smart City to Ibejuleki. That's another one of, if not one of the best of our estates. It's amazing what is going on there. People are already living in that estate. The phase 1, people are already living there. And the phase 2 is just directly opposite. You have hard road paved with from the express into the estate. You want to live in that kind of environment. And the actual price for Jasper Smart City 2, the actual price for outright payment is 16 million naira. That's the actual price. And if you are going to do installment, is 65 million. That's you want to make deposit and spread the middle within 3 months. And then for mini estate is 55 million naira. Those are the actual prices of this estate. But now the pre-launch price is 40 million naira. 40 million naira for outright.
Wow.
You want to pay outright, you get it for 40 million. And for the installment, you are paying 45 million. Isn't that amazing? And then if you are going to get the mini estate, you are paying 30 million per plot. And that makes it 180 million for 1 acre. That's for the pre-launch price. And then the main deal of the day is that this flash price of 24 hours, 30 million naira. Can you imagine? That is 50% appreciation from the actual price. You don't want to miss out of this. Isn't this amazing? Please, Jasper Smart City 2 is something you can't do. You can't just throw away this offer. flash price outright 30 million naira. From the actual price of 60 million, you are buying it for 30 million per plot. And if you are the type that wants to engage in installment payment, you can drop a payment today, and then spread the remaining balance within 3 to 6 months. And for people who wants to engage in in a mini estate, the price comes down as usual, 25 million naira, from 55 to 35. Can you imagine that? So Jasper Smart City 2 is a place to go. Is in Nigeria, and the title for that is the Gazette. Isn't that amazing? All of our estates, they have fantastic titles. The Garnet City, Ibejuleki, Governor's Consent, Jasper Smart City 2, Gazette. Then number 3 that we are offering you today is Garnet City, Asokoro, Abuja. Isn't that amazing? We have our estate 2 in Asokoro, Abuja, and that is another good place you want to invest. Government is investing so much in Abuja, in Lagos. All our estates are strategically positioned to help our investors to gain appreciation. So Garnet Resource City Asokoro is another fantastic place. The actual price of Garnet City in Asokoro 2 is 90 million for outright. 70 million naira for outright, and 80 million naira for installment, and 50 million for mini estate. And then the launch price comes to 50 million naira for outright. The flyer is being displayed. Please take note of those price differences. For launch price is 50 million naira, and for installments is 55 million naira. And then if you are buying 6 plots, which is 1 acre, for your mini estate, it comes down to 45 million. Now the pre-launch, this is the one I always target. This is the price I'm always targeting. This one for the day, for the hour. In fact, I'm always like, I'm looking for that time. GText will just bring those, flash prices out. For this Garnet Resort City that is being sold, the actual value is 70 million. Now for this passage, it's going for 35 million outright. That is another 50%, appreciation on your investment. If you are clocking in today, that means you already gained 35 million naira, because the actual value of that estate is 70 million, and you'll be paying 35 million for outright. Then if you are going for installment, you pay 40 million, you drop something today, and then you spread the remaining for the next 3 to 6 months. You have the privilege, you have that opportunity to spread your balance for 3 to 6 months. And then if you are the type that wants to go for estate, this is another good thing. While people say people that have money, they are the one that knows how to do business. If you have your good money, you can seize the opportunity of buying into this mini estate. You could go for 6 plots. That comes to 25 million per plot. 25 million per plot. Then you can resell, or you can resell and do business, good business for yourself. Instead of keeping that money in the bank, you buy it 6 plots, 25 million, 25 million. That is coming to 150 million per acre. Isn't that amazing? Then the title for that is R of O. R of O. The number offer we have for today is Beryl Polo Estate, Buckland, Abeokuta. Beryl Polo Estate, Buckland, Abeokuta. This one, in fact, just come and pick it fast.
I'm telling you,
for
sir.
acre, it is 6 million.
Wow. just come and take.
I expect like 50 people to come and drop. Just come and pick it, because this one, this particular estate is by the express. Is by the express, Lagos, Abeokuta Shagamu Express Road. And there are amazing things already happening in that office. It's close to the governor's office, it's close to Buhari's estate, close to most of the government offices around Okemoson. So you are strategically positioned. You want to seize this opportunity. 6 million per acre, not per plot. 6 million naira per acre. Isn't this amazing? If you can get this, maybe get like 2, like 3 acres. You have done something worthwhile for yourself. And amazing thing about it is that the C of O is in view. The C of O is in view. That means once the C of O is ready, you have 99 years already stocked for you. That's what it means. Immediately the C of O comes out, 99 years is on the paper for you on that C of O. So you don't want to miss this opportunity. This is a kind of land you can buy for the next generation, for that your children can thank you that, oh, my daddy left something good for me. So you want to seize this opportunity. Then lastly, and not the least, is Jasper Smart City is sharing out. Can we just jam our hands and appreciate for this amazing offer? Jasper Smart City is sharing is another good offer that we have. If you know that axis very well, you will know that something great is happening in GTextland. Something great is happening. In that axis, the actual price of land in that place is 50 million. Go and ask, you can take that to the bank. Anything behind that OPIC office is 50 million. But we have our flash price here for outright. You are getting it for 15 million naira. Isn't that amazing? And there is a lot of work going on there to ensure that our investors are living there comfortably. Nothing is going to stress them. Everything that looks like a possible challenge is being looked into ahead of time to ensure that people that are coming there, they will be living there safely, they will be living there with comfort. You want to take this opportunity. The actual price is 50 million for outright. And then for installment is 60 million naira. And for mini estate is 40 million. Those are the actual prices. But for this flash price of today, you can get the outright for 15 million naira. Isn't that amazing? That's amazing. Wow. And the title is C of O. Again, the title is C of O. Then for the installment, you pay 20 million, just 5 million on top of it, and you can spread your payment for 3 to 6 months. And lastly, our mini estate is going for 10 million naira. That means if you want to buy a whole 6+, you are paying just 60 million. Oh, it's 15 million. Sorry, it's 15 million. Am I right?
Absolutely, sir.
Yes, it's 15 million, not 10 million for mini estate. It's 15 million per plot.
And this is the lowest.
This is the lowest. So please, everybody, you want to seize the moment. Just send your deposit. All our people are ready to help you out. If you have been having contacts with our people that they are talking to you, make a decision today to plug into 1 or 2 of these offers. Don't let it pass you by. Thank you very much, and God bless.
Thank you so much, Mr. Lekon. Wow. I know by now we've got our investors already calling, already dialing. Now, the numbers to call to take advantage of this offer is, please get your pen, get your device, and quickly take down these numbers. +234 913 232 5889. I repeat, +234 913 232 5889. That's one of the numbers you can reach out. Now you could also reach out to this other number, +234 809 225 5118. I repeat, +234 809 225 5118. Now, quickly send us a DM or a call. Give us a call or send us a message via WhatsApp, and you'll get a quick response. Now, you'll get one of our wealth advisors is going to speak to you so that you learn more about how you can take advantage of these current offers we have for you. As an investor, as a Nigerian living in the diaspora, or as a friend to foreigners that are looking into investing into Nigeria and looking to acquire lands in Nigeria. In fact, this is the best place you would have been at this time. Now, quickly reach out to those numbers again. I'm going to call them again. +234 913. Let me take it slowly so I'm not too fast, so you don't miss out. +234 913 232 5889. Also reach out to +234 809 225 5118. Send us a WhatsApp message or place a call, and you get to speak with one of our wealth advisors to guide you through this investment process. Now, this is there's no other best time. They say the best time to acquire land was yesterday. The next best time is now. Don't push this for later, else you have to pay higher. So in order to take advantage of the flash sales promo, guess what? All of these promos in these different locations across Lagos and Abuja that my co-moderator has mentioned this evening is ending on the 31st day of March. What that means is that by midnight on Sunday, all of these offers disappear. It goes back to the original price, and you wouldn't want to miss out. So reach out to your friends, reach out to your family, reach out to your co-investors if you want to do a partnership, whether as a Nigerian in the diaspora with your foreign friends in the diaspora as well. Please, this is the best time you want to invest. This is the best time you want to invest. So thank you so much, Mr. Lakon. Thank you so much, Barrister Esther, once again, for sharing this very valuable knowledge you shared with us today. We really appreciate you. I also want to recognize and thank every client, every investor, every friend of GTextland has joined us this evening to be a part of our wonderful March edition of our investors meeting. We're glad, and we are glad to have had you join us today. So wherever you're joining us from, we had people join us from Canada. Mr. Omori joined us from Atlanta. We had people join us from Lagos, from Europe, from other countries in Africa. We say thank you. And we hope you take advantage of these offers that have been shared today. And we also hope that you join us in our next edition coming up in April. So at this point, we would like to draw the meeting to a close, but we want to say Ramadan Kareem to all of our Muslim brothers and sisters, celebrating the Ramadan this season. In fact, as part of the Ramadan celebration, that is one of the reasons why we're bringing this offer to you today. So please take advantage of what we've shared with you of this giveaway. All right. So thank you so much, Mr. Lakon. It's such a joyous moment doing this with you.
Thank you so much, sir, Mr. Shola. It was a great time together.
Always a pleasure. Always a pleasure. Thank you so much, IT support. Thank you so much, Barrister Esther. IT, over to you.
Plenty of boy for all of us. Bring out the drums and the tell my homie got the three. Say what up. Bring out the guns and the bitch and load up. I sat down, cut. Turn my neck, son of a. I sat down, cut. Turn my neck, son of a.
Our team are actively developing our garnered estate in Abejuleki, and plots are selling quickly. We are currently in the pre-launch phase, and we highly recommend securing your plot now before the official launch. Stay tuned for more updates.
Let me hear boy for all of us. I bring out the drums and the tell my homies got this for me. Say with a fire. Bring out the guns and the DJ to load up a I sat down, turn my neck, son of a. I sat down, turn my neck, turn my.
Our team are actively developing our garnered estate in Abejuleki, and plots are selling quickly. We are currently in the pre-launch phase, and we highly recommend securing your plot now before the official launch. Stay tuned for more updates.
She came to see her plot. Hello, we are live at Berry Beachfront Estate, and right here with me is
Juliet Edinobi.
Fine Amarachi. Yeah, so she came to see her plot which she got in Berry Beachfront Estate. So I just want to ask her, what you've seen on our way come here, what do you think about it?
Beautiful. Beautiful. I think this is one of the best decisions in my life. GText is a place where you buy a property, it is safe and secure. I don't really care what people are saying online or they are writing on email, but since I've purchased the property here from GText, I have a peace of mind. I'm assured that I have this peace of mind that it is a safe mind. And this area alone is very beautiful. Just imagine having a house in this area and even just relax yourself and distress yourself from all the stress. It's really nice. I love it. And I made a very good decision by the text.
Thank you very much. What was your advice to those looking for this investment?
Well, I will advise them to look for a good real estate so that can help them get purchase a nice property, secured one, because there are a lot of fraudsters out there. When you buy, at the end, it's a story. Just imagine falling overseas, and by the time you purchase, you buy a property and come back disappointed. So it's a good choice. Before you purchase a property, you have to get somebody that has a very good, that has integrity, that has integrity. If you buy property from them, especially GText, then you rest assured that you're getting return on investment.
So you heard it. I'm looking for Bye.
Bye.
GText and Associates. I buy and make others buy.
So we have with me here Mr. Kainde, who is a prospect who saw our advert and has come to site to see things for himself. So Mr. Kainde, very quickly, you've seen the site, you've gone through our buildings that are almost completed and the ones that is completed. What's your take? What do you feel about Jasper Estate?
I'm so happy for what I see here. I think it's very nice. I order of my friend and my colleague that they can come here and invest. There's a good location. This place is okay and it's very nice.
Mr. Kainde, thank you. I hope you are still making your commitments today or between now and Monday.
On Monday.
Awesome. So any advice to investors, like prospective investors like you, you are here on site?
Yes,
okay, so any message to them? as regards taking advantage of the discounted offer currently going on.
Discount is fine. Yeah. So more people can come and achieve this. I can say, okay, let me take like 2-3 units. I think it's very fine. The advantage is okay.
So you've heard from Mr. Kaide, who is also who is a prospect about to take his units today. So what are you waiting for? You don't wait to buy property. You buy property and wait. Take advantage and smile tomorrow. Thank you.
What do you have to say with what you've seen outside the estate before coming?
Yeah, well, I know that if you want to invest, because I'm investing, I don't know about the goal for other people. If you want to invest, this is a place to invest. I'm looking at the structures in place and the plan in place for Ibejuleki as a whole, and I'm saying that in the next 2-3 years, it's going to blow up. There are a lot of things that, like the Dangote refinery, the seaport, and the road is started already. So, and that's what I'm looking at.
While we're coming in the car, you asked me a very thick and important question. He said that apart from the automations and the greenery and all the works that you say you guys are doing, what makes GText stand out from all the other development? Why is it that I can get properties here for 65, 70 and yours is selling for 139, 66? What is that difference? Why did you choose this GText to do investment? Why do you keep coming back to us and telling other people?
Honesty, integrity. That's it. Rest of mind. That's just it. Because I don't live here. I don't live here, and one of the reasons why people don't want to invest in property in Nigeria, especially people in diaspora, is because they are afraid. There's nothing you can tell them. They are afraid. It's not that they don't have the money to put into it. They might see that, people are making money from property investment in Nigeria, but they are not able to find a company that is honest, has integrity, and it says they are truthful. They say it the way it is. I understand that some of your property are not like 500 square meter, but you tell me it's 400. That's what I'm selling to you, and give me the reason why you're selling it that way. And you're not going to show me like this road, Jasper Gardenia, that's connected to the main road. You're not going to tell me that it's tarred, and I come here, it's not tarred. You're not going to tell me that I'm going to get my document, and I'm not going to get my document. You're not going to tell me that, I'm selling you 500. Meanwhile, it's 400. No, so it's not like that. So the peace of mind that is in GText is what attracted me to it, because I'm not here. I don't see it, but it's just the way they said it. That's what GText stands for, right? And that's the selling point for me.